They tell you to find your comfort zone. They tell you to embrace your softness, to listen to your inner child, and to practice radical self-acceptance. They preach a gospel of ease, whispering that you are perfect exactly as you are. But they are lying to you. This modern world is designed to keep you weak, sedated, and predictable. What if your comfort zone is not a sanctuary, but a cage? What if your softness is not a virtue, but a fatal vulnerability? What if that inner child is actually a spoiled tyrant sabotaging every step you take toward true greatness? This isn't about being kind to yourself. This is about survival. This is about total dominion over the weakest version of your soul. This is a declaration of war. The war against weakness. Society has become obsessed with protecting us from ourselves. It tries to shield us from discomfort, from failure, and from any sensation that might challenge our fragile peace. But true peace is not the absence of struggle. It is the mastery over it. Weakness is not merely a physical state. It is a silent predator. It hunts your potential, devours your dreams, and leaves you with nothing but the hollow echo of what could have been. It promises you momentary ease, only to deliver a lifetime of regret. It is the most expensive thing you will ever own, and it will cost you everything you were meant to become. You must define the enemy. Weakness is not just a lack of strength. It is the voice that whispers later when you know you must act now. It is the impulse to seek instant gratification over long-term discipline. It is the fear of judgment that paralyzes your ambition, and the self-pity that binds you when life gets hard. Weakness is the surrender to your lower instincts and the capitulation to your fleeting moods. It is the comfortable lie you tell yourself to avoid the brutal truth. This enemy is insidious because it lives inside your own mind. It knows your triggers, your insecurities, and your deepest fears. It thrives on your complacency and shrinks only when you face it with a cold and forgiving eye. Every time you choose the easy path, you feed this beast. Every time you hit the snooze button, every time you avoid a difficult conversation, and every time you let your emotions dictate your direction, you are losing a battle. The war against weakness is won in the small, silent moments that no one else sees. It is won at 4 in the morning when the world is quiet and your body is screaming for rest. It is won when you are exhausted, broke, or broken, and you decide to take one more step anyway. You must become a tyrant to your own excuses. You must develop a hatred for the version of you that wants to quit. True discipline is the ultimate weapon in this war. It is the ability to do what needs to be done, regardless of how you feel. Your feelings are irrelevant. Your moods are temporary. Your goals, however, are eternal. A warrior does not wait to feel motivated to train. He trains because it is who he is. You must separate your identity from your emotions. You are not your fatigue. You are not your anxiety. You are the observer, the commander, the one who gives the orders. When the body says no more, the mind must respond with keep going. This is how you break the chains of weakness. This is how you forge a spirit that cannot be crushed by the weight of the world. The path of the weak is crowded and loud, filled with people looking for shortcuts and miracles. But the path of the strong is lonely and quiet. It requires you to sacrifice the person you are for the person you want to become. It will cost you shallow friendships, wasted nights, and the approval of the average. They will call you obsessed. They will call you cold. They will try to pull you back down into the mud of mediocrity because your progress shines a light on their own failures. Let them talk. Their opinions are the white noise of the defeated. Your only competition is the person you were yesterday. Your only goal is to be better than the man who wanted to stay in bed. There is a dark, primal energy within you that has been suppressed by modern life. It is your hunger, your aggression, and your drive to conquer. Stoicism is not about killing this energy. It is about channeling it. Use your anger at your own stagnation as fuel. Use your fear of being forgotten as oxygen. Transform your pain into power. The same fire that melts butter hardens steel. You must decide which one you are. Are you the butter that collapses under pressure, or are you the steel that is forged in the furnace of discipline? The war against weakness never truly ends. It is a daily execution of your lower self. It is a commitment to a life of friction, because only friction creates heat, and only heat creates change. You must kill the version of you that makes excuses every single day. You must bury the man who seeks comfort and resurrect the man who seeks challenge. The world does not owe you success. It does not owe you happiness. It only owes you an opportunity to fight. Look in the mirror and be honest. Are you a slave to your impulses, or are you the master of your fate? The time for talking is over. The time for dreaming is gone. The world is full of people who talk about what they will do one day. Do not be one of them. Be a builder. Be a hunter. Be the one who endures. When you embrace the dark side of discipline, you find a freedom that the weak will never understand. You find the freedom of a soul that is no longer for sale. If you are ready to burn your excuses, if you are ready to join the front lines of this war, then prove it. Not to me, not to the world, but to yourself. Stand up, get focused, and never, ever let the weak version of you win again. The war has started. Now, go to work.